Hey, it's the Grunter, aka the Fitz. I know it's been a really long time since I put that 360 workout, I guess, instructions up. That's like, what, 15 years now? 13, 14, 15 years, somewhere around there. Only thing I've changed with the way I do mine, I don't always do the full 400 of everything, especially if, I don't really get to the track like that too often nowadays. But I modify it. Once you get into it, like I said, I like to do it as a fitness test. I haven't really found too many other things online that's more challenging as far as cardio goes or useful. But I modify it. I don't do 400 sideways skips or anything like that. I just do it like as if I was doing regular, reps. I do like 30 per side. I feel like doing a little bit more, maybe 50 or so in each direction. Backwards, the same thing, or I'll just go until I start to feel my legs start to pump, like I'm doing leg extensions or something like that. And then sometimes I don't do the full 400 runs either, just kind of mix it up. But I'll go through the whole explanation again for those of y'all that might have missed that. I know track seasons and stuff kind of just ended. Got your little off season and stuff like that. You're looking for something to do just to keep in shape without having to overdo your everyday stuff little, sometimes once a week. I used to say every 3 or 4 days, but I found now with doing other things, I rarely even feel like I need to do it more than every 2 weeks. So this is more or less what it is. When it's warm, 400 meters, slow jog. If you feel you need to, walk 400 meters after. Then backwards, jogging 400 meters. If you feel you need to, 400 meters walk or 100 meters walk, depending on how good a shape you're in. Then sideways, arms extended out to the side, skip all the way around, rest again, another walk, 400 meters, 100 if you're feeling good. Then hit the other side, other direction. Arms out, skip to the side. Take your rest again, walk. Then after that, you're going to start with a 400 meter actual run at about 50% pace. Remember, not 50% of what you feel you can actually do on your best day, 50% of how you feel after doing all of what you just done. Then after that, walk 400, get your 200 start, hit your 200 meters at about 70% of how you feel after doing that. Then walk your 200 meters, and then you got your 100, which is going to be 90%. You don't want to go all out because that's where injuries and stuff like that start to happen, especially if you ain't really been, doing your stuff regularly. You don't want to pull or tear anything. But 90% is a nice safe zone where you actually will see some progress because it is close enough and, hard enough to actually see gains after doing it. And if you do it often, you get cardio out of it, you get your weight loss, muscle toning. But if you space it out a little bit, you get more of a muscle building effect as if you were still doing gym type workouts. Which is why I kind of maybe space mine out a little bit more than I had been. Plus, I haven't really been running track since like 2013 or 14 or so. But if you're already into track mode, you can do that same thing, whether you do it modified or not. I mean, I'd suggest you do the full thing. But you notice your legs might start to turn bowy, you're not getting strange or deformed or anything like that. That's just what happens. It kind of increases your muscle groupings into, having more muscles working to push forward when you actually hit forward mode. You engage your, side of your quads and stuff like that. No, they ain't just always forward and backwards. You gotta work them differently. And they all work together once you all, get them all synchronized into forward, which is why you're gonna notice significant speed increase. Yeah. So after you do all that, and what I like to do track season, I'll usually just hit 3 full hundreds after that, 90, 90, 90, and then, if I'm up to it, I'll go all out, usually on the last one. But if I don't do that, I'll just catch 100-meter starts to maybe, I don't know, 50, 60 meters or so, just to get the actual takeoff, muscles engaged. Also, can't neglect them. It ain't all about flat work. You gotta start from the ground up. Start, up, take off, glide, and then endure to the end, which is usually gonna be pretty easy after doing all of that fairly regularly. Alright? Not Fountain View Fitness anymore, but principle's still the same. Control.